So these are my two note cards. This is what I'm using to present the presentation. And then I got my 3 people. Hopefully the phone will decide to work with me this time. Alright. Ah, shoot. Not in there. Okay. So, how does the band fall out exactly? For many, it's due to the people growing apart or having creative differences. The 90s had a lot in store for the band Nirvana and their eventual breakup. Each year leading up to it was a new peak for the band with songs such as All Apologies and Heart-Shaped Box. In 1990, Dave Grohl joined Nirvana. Dave Style helped compose most of the hit songs. He talks in a book about how he instinctively plays based on how Kurt plays. Soon after he had joined, the group went on tour in England with L7. In 1991, the band signed with DGC Records and opened for their Sonic Youth Tour soon after. The tour went through Europe, starting in Cork, Ireland, and ending in Rotterdam, Netherlands. They released the album that put them on the map later that year, being Nevermind. The album sold 6,000 copies in its first week and certified for gold a month later. MTV constantly aired Smells Like Teen Spirit and helped sell 374,000 copies of the album that year. In November, they went on another 6-week tour through Europe. In 1992, a big year for Nirvana because Nevermind hit number 1 on top 200 billboards. January through February consisted of tours through Australia, Japan, and Hawaii. Throughout June to July, they toured through Europe again and dropped another album for the year. This album was called Incesticide and released December 15th. Most of the songs consisted of throwaway songs from Nevermind because they didn't think that they were as good as the other songs that they created for Nevermind. 1993 entailed Incesticide to another gold certificate early in the spring, and on the 9th of April, the band played in Bosnia to raise awareness and generate aid for rape survivors. In September of this year, they released In Utero. The album contained Heart-Shaped Box and qualified for a gold certificate. October included another tour for the band, this time in NA. MTV decided to air their show Unplugged in December. In 1994, the band fell apart, but not before playing their last show in Seattle. They had embarked on another tour through the EU just before the incident. Kurt Cobain was found dead on April 5th, 1994, the cause of death being suicide. Dave said his death hit him hard to the point where he couldn't listen to the radio for weeks or pick up instruments. So why did Kurt do this? He was struggling with mental health disorders such as bipolar and disorder, ADD, and a heroin drug issue. So with that being said, Nirvana was an iconic band from the 80s to 90s through their more memorable songs. And so because of this, I decided to focus on their songs throughout the 90s rather than the 80s. And hope you enjoyed the presentation. I'm realizing I forgot to flip through the PowerPoint. So, like I said, Dave Grohl joined Nirvana around September in 1990. They briefly toured England with L7. 1991, DGC Records, they signed with them and basically released their biggest album, being Nevermind. 1992, they released Incesticide and got another gold certificate for it. April 9th, played concert to raise awareness and released in Utero. So 1994, they played the last concert in Seattle, embarked on a tour, and yeah. Got my site cited right here. I think I might have forgot to put it in the document, so if I did, I'll have to check. But thanks for your time.